What's going on, guys? My name is Matt, and this video is actually kind of random. I didn't really hint towards it at all. I just kind of had the motivation and decided to go for it. So this is going to be a CES roundup. I might do another down the road if more products are announced. Today is Wednesday. I believe it's January the 8th, so it's a few days into the CES. And there are quite a few awesome things announced. So in this video, I just wanted to go over a few of them, share my opinions, and if I think they are going to be a good product. Now, Asus actually released an interesting monitor. They released a 27-inch, 1440p, 120Hz capable G-Sync monitor at $800. So it is as expensive as the 4K monitor, but it offers a nice alternative. It has 120 Hz at the 1440p resolution, which is the first of its kind. You can't buy a 120 Hz 1440p monitor right now. And it has the G-Sync module attached to it, meaning it will match your monitor's refresh rate with the FPS that your graphics card is outputting. So that is awesome, and it definitely has a future in the gaming industry. So if you're more of a gamer, you might want to consider picking up the 1440p 120 Hz monitor from Asus instead of the 4K one if you are at the $800 budget for just a single monitor. I also want to talk about Sony. They actually released a Handycam, which is like a camcorder that fits in your hand, that records in 4K on internal storage at $2,000. Now that's pretty incredible. Any other 4K cameras you're getting are usually going to be above $5,000. Obviously, since the sensor is built in and it's not that big, and the lens is built in and not interchangeable, it's not going to be the best 4K you're going to get, but for $2,000, the mobility of a camcorder and 4K recording, that's a pretty amazing deal. I mean, I'm just impressed that Sony was able to put it in there. There are no other companies doing that right now, so good on Sony for doing that. There are a bunch of other 4K cameras at CES, but they're all a lot more expensive, so I thought this one was the most notable out of all of them. Now, I also wanted to talk about TVs. In particular, the 105-inch 4K curved TVs. Now, there's an interesting one from Samsung at their press conference, but I'll talk about that next. But for the TVs themselves, I really like where they sit in the market right now. So instead of 3D with glasses and being a little gimmicky, it's actually a curved display. So if you set it the right distance, it kind of immerses you without having the whole 3D glasses thing going on. So I really like that. And it's also 4K, which is awesome, and it's 105 inches, so it's pretty dang big, taking advantage of the much higher resolution. Now, I'm not sure where they're priced at. I don't think any prices have been released about them, but depending on how expensive they are, that would be a pretty awesome thing to have in homes like 10 years from now, to be like a staple in every home. So I'd like to see where that is going. Now, I did mention it there. I do want to talk about the Samsung press conference. A lot of you have probably seen this, but Michael Bay was, talking about Samsung's curved 4K 105-inch TV, and he got flustered with his words, and he walked off stage. I actually think it's a marketing technique. I know it's crazy, but hear me out. So I think that because he left and he tweeted about it, everybody's talking about it now, and Samsung has gotten so much publicity from it that they probably wouldn't have gotten, since a lot of other people are doing those big 4K TVs. So I think that it could possibly, there's a slim chance that it's a marketing technique just to get more publicity. Call me crazy, argue with me in the comments, I'm excited. And the last thing I do want to talk about is Sony Playstation Now. And basically, this is like a service where you can play PlayStation Online Now games anywhere. If you have a Sony, I think it's Bravio TV, you can play it on the TV without even a console. You can play PS3 games on your PS4 through Sony PlayStation Now. You can play cross-generation. I haven't learned too much about it. I don't know how well it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to be a good place in the market or not. But it definitely has some potential, especially the cross-platform thing, being able to play PS3 games on your PS4, because you can't currently do that right now. So I'm definitely interested to see where that is going. Also, a good friend of mine gave me Elder Scrolls Online. Thank you, Manny. And I will be playing it this weekend, and if it's great, I'll make a review on it. If it sucks, I'll make a review on it and mention it. If it's meh, I probably won't do anything with it because it's really not worth mentioning, but I'm pretty excited to play it. So that's going to be about it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe and comment. If you do want to see more CES kind of roundup videos, go ahead and leave a like and show this video some love. If it gets good feedback, I'll definitely do more as CES progresses. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and as always, stay classy.